At this time, the Impala is not present. Is that correct?
There's another angle. From this angle, I can't tell.
All right. At this time, the Isaiah Chance grabs bags from his BMW. Is that accurate?
It appears that he's grabbing some bags from his BMW, yes.
All right. At this point, Alicia Andrews is still not present on the scene.
Correct.
All right. And there's a long bag that he's grabbing there. Is that correct? In his right hand?
The blue one in his right hand, yes.
All right. And there's the same long blue bag that Isaiah Chance grabbed. He's going inside the house with it.
Yes.
He doesn't take the bag from the BMW and put it straight into the Chevy Impala. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And he goes back to the BMW to gather more belongings?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that's Sean Gathright on the camera?
Yes, sir.
Sean Gathright is with Isaiah Chance
At
at this time.
yes.
Alicia Andrews is still not present.
That's correct.
Actually, Alicia Andrews is never present during any of the time where Sean Gathright and Isaiah Chance are packing and unpacking the vehicles at SeanGathright's house. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
She's at home.
Correct.
She doesn't know what they're doing.
I can't speak to what she knows.
You don't have any evidence that she knows what they're doing.
Objection, speculation. Sustained as to state of mind, you can answer the question as far as evidence you may have or not have.
Do you have any evidence that Alicia Andrews knew that Isaiah Chance and Sean Gathright were packing any of these belongings in this car, in this Impala?
No.
Did Isaiah Chance tell Alicia Andrews that he was packing anything?
Do I have evidence of
Yeah,
communication?
text message, anything?
No.
All right. And they're packing these vehicles, they're going back and forth with these bags, they're doing that for a couple of hours. Is that correct?
I believe Mr. Chance got there somewhere around 12.
She's not present when they're packing any of the bags for those few hours, is that correct?
For the packing of the bags, no.
All right. Or the packing of the cars with the bags.
She's not present for this specific sequence of the bags coming out of Mr. Gaithright's car and going into the Impala
All right.
at this time.
Okay. All right. So Alicia Andrews gets there around what time?
Are we still using this, or are
Yes.
you done?
Yes, we are.
I'd have to go to the report to give you the exact time.
That's fine.
15, 20 hours.
15:20. So
That's
that's
3:20 p.m.
3:20 p.m.
Yes.
All right. So, back up. Earlier on direct, you testified that those salespeople that came by the house, that they were talking to Alicia Andrews in the BMW. She's sitting in the front passenger seat, correct? All right. When she arrives in that BMW, she never goes inside of Sean Gathwright's home, right?
That is correct.
She sits in the vehicle
Yes.
and is away from Sean Gathwright and away from Isaiah Chance, who just went into the home.
Up to the point where they all leave in the same car, yes.
Right. And when Alicia Andrews gets out of the BMW, she goes into an Impala. Is that correct?
Yeah, it appeared she went into the back seat of Sean Gathwright's black Impala, correct.
At this time, when Alicia Andrews is seated in the BMW, in that driveway there's no Chevy Impala there, correct?
Mr. Gathwright had left for some time in this sequence, yes.
All right, so when she arrived, there was no black Impala.
I believe so, yes.
There's another vehicle
What's the word? What's the
in
word?
the driveway. Is that correct?
Yes.
A white car.
Yes, I see it.
All right, pause it. So the Impala pulls up, right, in this video. Do you see that?
Yes, I'm watching, yes, sir.
All right. And Alicia Andrews is getting out of the front passenger seat of the BMW,
Correct.
and she goes directly into the back seat of the Impala.
Correct.
And when Sean Gathwright ran past the vehicle, did he stop and say hi to Alicia Andrews?
It did not appear that happened.
They don't even acknowledge each other. Is that correct?
I can't hear if there's
But
dialogue.
you didn't see them look at each other, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
Overruled.
You didn't see them look at each other,
It
correct?
doesn't appear that they have much interaction in this clip. No,
They don't
sir.
give each other a hug or anything like that.
There was no hug that I saw, sir.
This video, it also had audio, is that correct?
Yes, it did.
And it captured some conversations, or at least people talking back and forth throughout the few hours that they were packing the bags and packing the cars. Is that correct?
So the angle from that captures the driveway that was closest to the Impala, like if you were right next to the Impala talking, you can make it out, but like anything further than that, it's very difficult to make out what's being said.
All right, but there are things that are being said on the camera, correct?
Yes.
And nothing on the camera footage, the audio from it, nothing says that Alicia Andrews knows of any murder plot.
They didn't articulate that on the camera, no, sir.
All right. There is a, in this photo, this is when Alicia Andrews comes back.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right. And there's like a pink bag in the photo there?
At some point, yes.
All right. This pink bag, you were mentioning it on direct. Did
Yes.
you ever recover the pink bag?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
All right, it's not recovered. Do you know who the pink bag belongs to?
No.
So you don't know if it belongs to Alicia, you don't know if Alicia Andrews, you don't know if it belongs to Isaiah Chance, correct?
No.
You don't know if it belongs to Sean Gathright?
I'm aware that it came out of Mr. Gathwright's home and ultimately goes back into Mr. Gathwright's home, but I have no way of proving who the rightful owner is of that pink bag.
Do you know what was in the pink bag?
No.
All right. And is that pink bag big enough to fit any of the rifles that are in evidence inside of it?
I can't, without the dimensions of the bag, I wouldn't be able to speculate on that.
All right, no problem. The pink bag was it uncovered or found during the search warrant of Sean Gathwright's home?
Not that I'm aware of.
What is the relevance of this pink bag?
So, again, there was bags that were loaded into the Impala out of Sean Gathwright's home. Those bags were then unloaded into the Airbnb, and then those bags were taken out of the Airbnb and transported back to Jacksonville.
Right, but there was a heavy focus on this pink bag, and I just want to make sure that we understand what the pink bag means. So that pink bag, as far as you know, didn't have any guns or weapons in it, correct?
I have no way of knowing what's inside the bag from the video footage.
All right. And when Alicia Andrews left Sean Gathwright's home initially, she was not driving the Impala, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, we're done with this exhibit.
And if counsel would do me a favor, just because we have so much evidence in this case, so many exhibits, I should say, if you're done utilizing something, Mr. Coffey, if you wouldn't mind just handing it back to the clerk to make sure she gets it back, okay?
We
All
will
right,
do.
thank you.
Let's go to State's Exhibit 61A. 60. So showing what's in evidence that states 60. So that's the Airbnb on the left there, correct?
Correct.
All right, and it has a ring camera. That's what you were showing.
Yes.
All right. There's parking along the side of the building, correct?
Correct.
All right. People do park on the side of the building, right?
There are spots there, yes, sir.
One of the best parts for me about being a web member is Webstron's ordering platform is fantastic. We have a lightning reorder page. We can order weekly and then know that products are going to arrive in a timely manner, reliably, and we're always going to have those products on site. Webstron lately has been adding more and more parts. So even things like screws and washers and O-rings. Some of those parts that I used to have to go to a particular supplier and get off of a parts list are now on Webstron. They can ship with our regular weekly order. That's awesome.
A peace plan for Gaza. For the plan to advance, Hamas must disarm. Instead,
tonight, terrifying images emerging from Gaza. Videos show Hamas-linked gunmen carrying out a public execution as they return to the streets.
Hamas on a rampage, executing Palestinians, bloody crackdown, spreading terror. For freedom, not terror, Hamas must go.
Way of knowing that someone inside let her in.
Okay. Well, she knocks. She doesn't put in a code, correct?
It does appear she's knocking when the first video starts, yes.
All right. And because she doesn't have a key to the door, somebody on the inside must open it. Is that correct?
There's multiple ways to gain access. You can be let in by the owner. Somebody could open it. They could have been unlocked. At that specific moment, there's no way to tell what's happening inside the unit.
All right, but the owner is not inside the unit, right?
No.
The owner of the Airbnb. He actually lives in a different state.
Correct. Yes, sir.
And the only way for him to open the door would be through some remote system.
Yes.
All right, and the owner was not talking to Alicia Andrews when she approached the door. Is that correct?
Not that I have any evidence of.
All right. I'm going to play State's Exhibit 61A. I need some. All right, in this video, is Alicia Andrews hiding from the camera?
It doesn't appear to be, no.
You hear someone say, "My bad," as she walks inside. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so somebody was inside.
So the Ring camera has the ability to communicate via the speaker. The logical deduction at this point with the logs and all the information we have is that yes, we believe someone was inside at this moment, but there's no definitive way to know whether that voice came from inside or the speaker.
Okay, if it came from the speaker, it would have had to come from the owner or one of his employees. Is that correct?
Someone who has access to the account, sure.
All right. When you were interrogating Alicia Andrews, and up until, I guess, this trial, you initially believed that Alicia Andrews was let in through the intercom, through the remote access device.
Yes.
All right. When did you come to realize that Alicia was not let in remotely?
When I examined the locking mechanism log myself.
So like a month ago?
I can't recall the exact date, but yes, it was more recent to the trial than I didn't have it in July of 2024.
All right. And during the interrogation, you and Detective Campbell said you knew for 1,000% that she opened the door and let everyone else in through the back. Is that correct?
Again, so there's logical deductions and inferences that have to be made with circumstantial evidence. That's a part of the requirement. Evidence, it's still evidence. At that time, I was not privy to the locking log that would have shown that the lock was manipulated somewhere in between 55 and 36 when we see it. There's a 36-second buffer that, yes, theoretically, it's possible somebody else put in the code and came in right before she did. And from the logs, we can see that they lock and lock almost simultaneously. So it does appear, now that I have all of the information, that somebody likely came in a few seconds before her. She got locked out, and that's why she's knocking, and yes.
All right. But I guess you didn't have all the information about that until a month before trial.
Specifically the locking log, the exhibit where we can see the thumb lock turn and unlock. I didn't have that information during the interrogation room, while I was in the interrogation.
Right. And that locking log changed your perception of what you were seeing in this video, correct?
In totality, yes, sir.
All right. So is it still your opinion that Alicia Andrews opened the door with a code or was let in remotely and then let people in through the back?
No, as far as the entry, those are two separate things. As far as the entry, again, I just testified to the fact that when we analyze all of the data, is to include the locking log mechanism, it does appear that someone let her in. She didn't put in a code herself. And as far as whether she opened the back door or not, I have no way of knowing who opened the back door.
Okay. All right, at this time, I think you've testified that, and the time is there on the screen, 1955, that's 7:55 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And Davion Murphy is not on scene yet.
The cell phone evidence that I have would suggest that, yes, he was not on scene yet.
All right. So when Alicia Andrews arrives to the Airbnb, it's impossible for her to see Davion Murphy and whoever Davion Murphy was driving to Tampa with at the Airbnb in the beginning.
The Murphys arrived 5 minutes after she did.
Okay.
So at that specific time that she arrives at 7:52, yes, they were not there. She would not have seen them at 7:52.
And she would not have seen them when she first walked into the door either, correct?
Yeah, their devices, the Davion's device arrives at 7:57. She's walking into the door at 7:55, so correct. When she's walking into the door, we don't believe that she would have seen Davion Murphy.
All right. And you don't know when Davion Murphy went into the Airbnb, if he even went into the Airbnb at this time?
No, pretty much all front door usage stops after this.
All right. Showing what's in evidence is State's Exhibit 66. This is the locking entries of the door of the Airbnb. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So at 7, let's start at 608. 608, the access code is deleted, correct?
That's what it says, yes, sir.
And this is June 23rd, 2024, correct?
I'm sorry. At the
sorry.
very top it starts. The bottom is,
June 22nd.
so everything below where it says June 22nd, that's all June 22nd.
All right, so that's June 22nd, 2024. That's the day that Alicia Andrews arrives to the Airbnb.
Yes, sir, correct.
All right, and the access code is deleted at 6:08 p.m.
Yes, sir.
before Alicia Andrews or anyone else arrives to the Airbnb, right?
That was before anyone arrived, correct, yes.
So that's a previous access code and before a previous tenant.
That's what I would assume, yes.
Then you see that the door is unlocked by access code at 7:55
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
And the door is unlocked by access code, but Alicia Andrews is not putting in the code, correct?
Correct.
And if it's unlocked by an access code, that means somebody is supposed to be at the door putting in a code.
Correct.
That is not captured on any video, correct?
So I'm not sure as far as, retract a little bit, I'm not sure what it would show if someone was remotely logged in, but this would imply, unlocked by access code, that somebody put in a code, correct? And there is nothing captured on camera of somebody putting in a code, correct?
All right. So either the camera did not capture the person who put in the code, meaning the camera is faulty, or the door unlocked by itself with the access code.
So again, there's a 36-second buffer that we have to work with, and at this point there had been no activity an hour. I am familiar that Ring cameras, in order to save battery, put themselves in sleep mode. So in theory, if you were moving fast enough, you could get in before the camera fully boots up and start recording. Because when the recording starts at 55:36, it's actually her approaching right before she knocks. So the evidence would suggest 7:55 unlocked by access code, 7:55:36 she's on camera about to hit the door, that whoever put in this access code and came in from her came in seconds prior, and the camera likely would have been booting up.
All right. So the camera did not capture the first person who went in, or maybe first two people that went in.
Correct.
So the camera itself does not show every exchange in and out of the Airbnb.
So there is a corresponding video to pretty much all of these locking mechanisms. So
What do you say?
if there's movement at the door, whether you can beat the movement and the image it's going to capture is just the blank space after you've gotten out of the line of view, but there is a corresponding recording with all of the locking mechanisms of movement at the door.
With all of them or with most of them?
The only one that I didn't find a video for was the 759, unlocked by thumb turn, locked by thumb turn, but every other one had a corresponding video.
Well, and the 755 did not have a corresponding video.
No, it did. The 755,
The
36.
unlocked by access code?
There's two. So the one where we see her walk up and knock, that's a 755, 36. And then the one she turns around, walks away. When she walks back and actually gains in, that's at 756. So both of those motions in front of the camera have corresponding. So yes, there's two different activations.
This locking log that we see here still states Exhibit 66. You said that it was initially sent to Detective McGill. Is that correct?
Yes, I had reviewed the email. It appears to have been sent originally to Detective McGill.
All right. And you found out about this locking log after there was a deposition taken of the owner of this Airbnb. Is that correct?
Correct.
After I took the deposition.
Correct.
All right. So during that deposition, there was information uncovered that there was a locking log.
That I was made aware of it, yes.
All right. And you didn't know about the locking log before that deposition?
I was made aware of that that the owner had some kind of app where he can track. I personally had not reviewed a log or known that a log was sent.
Okay. You testified yesterday that Sean Gathright was at Teaser's nightclub at around 10 or 10:30?
The specific testimony was that Sean Gathwright's device traveled up and down Nebraska in the vicinity of Teaser's nightclub between 10 and 10:30 p.m. on Saturday the 22nd. Yes, sir.
All right. And Davion Murphy's device was also in the same area?
I can't recall at this time about Davion's.
All right. So,
I believe so, yes. Davion's device, yes.
all right. And Rashad Murphy didn't have a phone.
The best that we can see from the evidence, that we don't believe that Mr. Rashad Murphy had his own device attributed to him during this incident.
All right. And then Isaiah Chance was also in this vicinity around Teasers at 10:30.
Yes.
All right. So we know the whereabouts of Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathwright, and at least Davion Murphy at around 10:30. Is that correct?
That's what the evidence would suggest, yes.
All right. And the only reason we don't know where Rashad Murphy is at around 10:30 is because he doesn't have a phone for you all to track.
Correct.
Alicia Andrews, however, is at the Airbnb at 10:30. Is that correct?
Or her device is at the Airbnb,
Or her
yes.
device. And her device is at the Airbnb. She also uses that device at the Airbnb, correct?
We believe so, yes.
Right. That's the photograph you showed yesterday of Alicia Andrews posting on Instagram a Pandora bracelet.
Yes.
And that was around the time of 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir.
All right. So certainly the purpose of that was to show that Alicia Andrews was actually using her device at around that time, correct?
We believe that Alicia Andrews had control of her device at that time, yes.
All right. And so while the four boys are off at Teasers at 10:30, Alicia Andrews is at the Airbnb.
I would agree to that, yes.
So they left Alicia Andrews and went to go look or stalk Charles Jones. Is that correct?
I can't testify that what they were doing specifically other than the whereabouts of their devices, and I do know that Mr. Jones was not at Teasers at 10:30.
He wasn't. But the flyer that we looked at earlier, it has a time frame for when this party is supposed to happen at Teasers, correct?
Correct.
And the party started, was it 8 or 10 p.m.?
The hours listed on the flyer, I believe, were from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Okay. So 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. The four boys are at Teasers or around that area. At least their devices show that they're around that area. All three of them, except for Rashad, at around the same time that this party is supposed to be happening.
Yes.
And they stay in that vicinity for some time.
Approximately 30 minutes.
Cincinnati is moving forward, and Councilwoman Mika Owens is leading the way.
I was born and raised in our
All right, we'll come back to that. Can we get State's Exhibit 76, B5 through B7? While they're gathering the exhibit, At some point during that night, Sean Gathright begins to text an individual, correct?
Yes, sir.
He begins to text an individual named Kyla.
Kyla Enright, yes, sir.
All right. And at that time, that individual is in Orlando?
I believe that's what the messages said, yes, sir.
Kyla Enright, does not know Alicia Andrews, is that correct?
I have no evidence of Enright knowing Miss Andrews, no.
All right. Kyla Enright is actually, at the time, in a relationship of some sort with Sean Gathright.
That was my understanding. I don't know specifically the details of their relationship.
All right, so Sean Gathright texts Kyla Enright something to the effect of, hey, can you find out where Fat Boy is at? Because Fat Boy is with Charles Jones, is that correct?
Yes, specifically, I need you to text Fat Boy. He's with Six. We believe that he was trying to solicit the address to the Airbnb where Mr. Jones was at, yes.
Okay. And Kyla Enright, from the text messages, Sean Gathright is trying to use her to figure out where Charles Jones is at that night.
Yes.
He's not using Alicia Andrews at that time period. Correct?
Is Sean
Sean
Gathright
Gathright is not
texting Alicia
texting
Andrews at
Alicia
that specific time? No.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sean Gathright is not texting Alicia Andrews to figure out where Charles Jones is at, correct?
No.
Sean Gathright is not having Alicia Andrews go to the Airbnb where Charles Jones is at, correct?
Sean Gathright having Alicia Andrews go to, no. Yeah, that's correct.
All right, and Sean Gathright or Isaiah Chance or anyone is not sending Alicia Andrews to any of the nightclubs by herself to go party with Charles Jones, is that correct?
At the time that Sean Gathright is doing this, he's at the Airbnb with Alicia Andrews.
At the time that Sean Gathright is texting Kyla Enright to figure out where Charles Jones is at, SeanGathright's device is in the same location as where Alicia Andrews is at.
Correct.
All right. And he's not talking to Alicia Andrews to tell her to do what he's asking Kyla Enright to do, correct?
There's no communication that we found on the phone between Sean Gathright and Alicia Andrews at the time that Sean Gathright is texting Kayla Enright.
All right. So this is the text,
Yes.
12:30, 2
Yes.
a.m. This is after Sean Gathright and crew get back to the Airbnb from hanging out around Teasers, correct?
Correct.
All right. So he gets back, they get back. Sean Gathright sends this text to Kyla Enright. I need y'all to text Fat Boy. Correct?
Yes.
All right. And when he says y'all, is that an indication that there's one person or two people that he's speaking to?
I assume he's talking to Kyla.
All right. And then Kyla's device texts back and says about what? Is that correct?
Yes.
So Kyla's not privy to any sort of plan or plot that Sean Gathright has at this point.
It doesn't appear to be.
Sean Gathright sends another text to, or at least his device sends another text to Kyla Enright's device, correct? And it says, hey sis, I need you, text Fat Boy and tell him you're trying to pull up and trying to see him tonight. You see that text message?
Yes, sir, I do.
And this text message, it says, hey sis, correct?
Yes, that's what it says.
Kyla Enright is with Sean Gathright's sister, blood sister at this time, correct?
I can't recall if she told me that or not, but I don't know of that.
All right. And the device texts back and says, he know I'm gone. I've been FT him while I'm out. You said you don't know what FT means, right?
I think it means FaceTime, but I didn't know at the time that I was asked.
Okay. So he know I'm gone. I've been FaceTiming him while I'm out. Right? So whoever is talking to Sean Gathright on Kyla's device says that she's been FaceTiming someone named Fat Boy. Correct?
That's what this would suggest.
All right. And then Sean Gathright says he in Tampa right now. RN is right now, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Sean Gathright then texts and says, but make it seem like you don't know he there. Is that correct?
Correct.
This is at 12:36 a.m.
Correct.
All right. And so Sean Gathright is telling whoever is texting him from Kyla's device to be deceptive about her reasons for contacting Fat Boy.
It would appear so.
And then he says he at a B&B with 6. 6 stands for 6 block?
My understanding in this reference or in this context, it's specifically referring to Mr. Jones.
All right. So the he is referring to... No.
The 6
The
is
6
referring...
is referring to
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Jones. And the he is referring to Fat Boy.
Correct.
So he, Fat Boy, at B&B with 6. And of course, the B&B is for the Airbnb that Charles Jones was at prior to going to any clubs that night.
Yeah, the Airbnb where the pool party was at, yes. Yes, sir.
And that was a public pool party, correct?
My understanding is that that address was not publicly broadcast, that you would have had to DM Mr. Jones. He did put out a message saying for the females, if they privately DM him, he would disclose the address, but it wasn't publicly broadcast.
Understood. So if you had the address, you were pretty much able to come to the pool party.
If Mr. Jones personally invited you through the DM process, yes.
All right. So Sean is saying to this individual, he at a B&B with 6, be like, where you at? I want to pull up. I'm drunk, and you trying to fuck.
Yes.
All right. From that message, is there any indication that Sean Gathright believes that you need a special invitation from Charles Jones to get to this pool party?
Objection, speculation. If you know, you can answer.
I'm sorry, repeat that question?
Yeah. I'll just move on.
Okay.
And before I move on, this individual that he's telling to do this, to pretend like they're drunk and that they want to have sex with Fat Boy, that is either Kyla Enright, his girlfriend, or his sister. Is that correct?
The belief was that it was Kyla Enright because it's Kyla Enright's phone number. I interviewed Kyla Enright, and she told me she doesn't remember whether she sent these messages or not.
Okay. And then Sean Gathright says, never mind. That's at 12:39 a.m., correct?
Correct.
The person with the device, Kyla Enright's device, says, we at Tier, the club.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, you want to come to the B&B with us, correct?
Yes.
All right, so this individual is asking Sean Gathright if he wants to come to the B&B with us, with multiple people.
That's what the message reads.
All right. And then when Sean Gathright does not, oh, I'm sorry, then she or the person puts a question mark, right?
Yes.
Sean Gathright responds and says, no, I'm in Tampa. I'm trying to see where his B&B at. His is referring to Charles Jones, correct?
Correct.
And then the woman or the person on the other line says, who B&B, right?
Yes.
Suggesting that this person still does not know why Sean Gathright is texting them or what he's texting them exactly for, correct?
It seems to be there's some confusion, yes.
And then Sean Gathright texts back, his device texts back and says 6, correct?
Yes, sir.
6 being Charles Jones.
But yes.
And if it wasn't clear, he then says fools, or Foolio, I'm assuming, right?
That's what I would assume too, sir, yes.
All right. And then it says it's his B-Day and Fat Boy with him. So again, this person who has Sean Gathwright's device, whether it's Sean Gathwright or someone else, is saying that it's Charles Jones's birthday, and again, Fat Boy is with him.
That's what I'm understanding, yes, sir.
All right. And then the person who has Kyler Enright's phone, or Kyler Enright says, not here in Jacksonville. Is that correct?
That's what I would understand JX to mean, Jacksonville.
And then Sean Gathwright's device says, nah, they're in Tampa. And then the person says, what?
Yes.
Correct? And then that person says, let me FT. Let me FaceTime, right?
Yes.
So she just does what he asks her to do, right?
Yeah, it appears, yes.
With no understanding completely of what Sean Gathwright is asking her to do, correct?
To add some context, Kayla
Please,
Enright
please.
said she was drunk.
She said she
during
was
this.
drunk?
Yes, she said she was at a club and she was very, very drunk and she doesn't remember this conversation.
All right. So she's drunk and she's following instructions.
That might help understand why there seems to be some confusion in the text messaging back and forth. So I'm just...
He says, but play like you don't know it. Correct?
Yes.
And the drunk Kyler Enright comes back and says, FB, Fat Boy, is going to Beezer's tonight or some shit like that. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Beezer's, probably Teasers, right?
That's the logical deduction. Yes, sir.
She was able to figure out where he was going that night.
Yes, it does believe like she got some information from Fat Boy.
All right. But that's the same information that was already known to Sean Gathwright, correct?
Yes,
And would be known to someone that was looking at Charles Jones's Instagram page, correct?
correct.
But not everybody knows where Charles Jones is going to be at that night, especially not Kyla Enright. She didn't know before she did the FaceTime call, correct?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Kyla Enright did not know that Charles Jones was going to be at Teasers before she did the FaceTime call to Fat Boy. Is that correct?
I have no idea whether Kyla Enright knew that Mr. Jones was performing at Teasers that night.
Sean Gathwright's device texts back and says, is he there yet? And this is at 1:28 a.m. Is that correct?
1:25 a.m., yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, yes, you're correct. And it's read at 1:28 a.m., right?
Yes.
Kyla Enright comes back with more information, and she says no.
Correct.
All right. So this is supposed to be a well-thought-out conspiracy, right?
We believe it was premeditated and planned, yes.
Planned for days, weeks, how long?
From some messages on Sean's phone, at least weeks.
At least weeks. And so they're planning it for weeks, and as they get to Tampa, this Sean Gathwright still is like trying to figure out how he's going to find Charles Jones. Is that correct?
The pool party was not advertised weeks in advance. I don't think anyone knew in advance that there was going to be a private pool party at an Airbnb.
But at some time, Charles Jones did post about being at an Airbnb, right?
Yes.
It's pretty vocal about his surroundings and where he's at throughout his stay in Tampa, right?
Yes.
He's on his Instagram posting that he's in an Airbnb, right?
Correct.
That he's drinking in an Airbnb, right? And he also is he wants individuals to come and party with him for his birthday, right?
He broadcasted advertising that he was willing to give the address to females who would DM him, yes.
All right. So these females, they did not have to be associated or affiliated with 6 Block, right?
I'm not sure what Mr. Jones' requirement was for his acceptance of the females.
All right. So you're not sure what the requirements were. Did you ask anybody that was with Charles Jones that night, whether this was a 6-block affiliated only party or whether it was open to any woman that looked good enough for them to be there?
I didn't specifically ask the people who were with Mr. Jones about what requirement a female would need to meet to be at the party, no.
All right. You have no indication that Charles Jones knew Alicia Andrews, is that correct?
No.
All right. No, it's not correct, or no, he doesn't know?
I'm sorry, I have no evidence that Mr. Jones knew who Alicia Andrews was.
All right. And so Alicia Andrews, like any other woman, could have DM'd Charles Jones to get this address for this Airbnb, is that correct?
We're getting into hypotheticals or theories, yes, sure.
Well, I mean, she could have taken her device and went to her Instagram and sent a message to Charles Jones, right?
I am aware that Alicia Andrews dated Kay Shorty, and so, there is probably some historical, that would, if we're going to, theorize about this. So do I know that Mr. Jones knew Alicia? I have no evidence of that direct knowledge. Is it possible that Mr. Jones knew who Alicia was? Yes.
All right. So you're mentioning Kay Shorty and Alicia's past with an individual named Kay Shorty. There were individuals at the party, specifically Aaliyah Albrighton, who had dated the rival gang's most prominent member's blood brother, correct?
Aaliyah Albrighton, from the information that I was given, dated Quan. Is on that side, yes.
On the opposing side.
Opposing from Foolio's side, yes, sir.
And Quan is a rival. No, I'm sorry. Quan is the blood brother of Young and Ace.
That's my understanding.
What's for dinner? What if you already had the answer? Meet Tavala.
So after Sean Gathright gets pretty much the same information he already had from Kyla Enright that Charles Jones was going to Teasers, they stopped texting.
Correct.
All right. And that was around 1:30 a.m.?
Message sent at 1:25, read at 1:28.
All right. So at that time, how long after that did we see Alicia Andrews in the drive-thru at McDonald's?
Would have been approximately 15, 20 minutes. I believe the time was somewhere around 1:35 to 1:40.
Okay. So around the time that Sean Gathright is texting or wrapping up his text messaging with Kyla Enright, Alicia Andrews is getting ready to head to McDonald's. Is that correct?
It's in that same hour, yes.
All right. I need 41. State's Exhibit 41.
Mr. McClymont, where you're getting the video set up to where you want it to be, let's go ahead and take just a quick 5-minute recess, okay? We'll be back.
All rise.
Same rules.
Yes, Your Honor.
Actually, before we get back to this video, I did want to show, for the purpose of the jury, this. Again, this is State's Exhibit 86, A through C. I'm showing you this post. You see this post here from Alicia Andrews' phone?
Yes, sir.
All right, and it's at 2:01 UTC time?
2:01 UTC, so it would have been 10:01 p.m. on the 22nd.
All right. And she's posting about this Pandora necklace while the four boys are out at Teasers.
Again, I don't know that they were at Teasers, but yes, their devices were on Nebraska near Teasers from 10 to 10:30, correct?
All right. And this photograph shows another post from Alicia Andrews' device, correct?
Yes.
Trying to figure out why TF is Pizza Hut so MF high all of a sudden. I just want some wings. You see that?
Yes, I see it, sir.
And that was posted at 2:02 UTC time,
Around that same time, yes, sir.
around the same time that she's posting to Pandora.
Yes.
So she's worried about food while the others are out near Teasers. Is that correct?
I do believe she was hungry at that time, yes, sir.
Showing what's in evidence as State's Exhibit 41. This is the back of the Teasers parking lot, is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
And what time is the Chevy Cruze initially on camera?
So we first see it at approximately 2:17, and then driving through the parking lot, and then it goes out of view, and then it comes back into view at, I believe, around 2:24, the correct time. So,
All right, so the silver Chevy Cruze, is that the vehicle towards the back with the driver door open right now?
yes,
And when it first appeared on camera, that parking spot was taken, correct?
yes,
All the parking spots that you can see in this camera angle were taken when the Chevy Cruze first came through the parking lot, correct?
correct, yes, sir.
All right. And the person jumping out of the driver's seat is Isaiah Chance?
Yes, sir, correct,
All right. Alicia is not driving this vehicle, correct?
correct.
Alicia Andrews gets out of the front passenger seat, right?
Yes.
And you see that Isaiah Chance is on Alicia Andrews' phone.
Yes.
At this point, is she looking around the corner for Charles Jones or anything like that?
It does appear she's looking around.
Is she looking at the direction of Charles Jones?
They're walking towards the position where you would be able to see Charles Jones.
She has her hands in her pocket when she's walking around,
That's what it appears.
following behind Isaiah Chance.
She's with Isaiah Chance, yes, sir.
All right. Pause it. At that time, this is on the camera, this is 2:21, but this camera is like 7 minutes and 23 seconds slow. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir. So it would be right now 2:28, almost 2:29.
All right. And there are called detail records that show a call from Alicia Andrews' phone to Sean Gathright around that time, correct?
No, it was off by a couple minutes. So the specific 4 interactions between Sean Gathwright's phone and Alicia's phone is 2:31 real time. This is 2:20, almost 2:29 real time. So we don't believe that those calls are being made until they're back in the car.
So your testimony is that when Isaiah Chance takes the phone and he has it up to his face area, that there's no call being made at that time, no record of a call being made at that time?
Through the call detail records, I can't attest to any other forms of applications. We do believe that there was other forms being utilized that would not be discoverable in her call detail records. Specifically, those interactions at 2:31, there is a message of pick up the phone. So whatever method that they're using apparently isn't being answered at 2:31, and then those messages get sent.
All right, so that's, I guess, where we're getting at. When Alicia Andrews is standing next to Isaiah Chance and he's using the phone, there's no record that an actual call was made at that time.
Not in the call detail records
but it's
at
possible.
2:28.
Correct. But it's possible that there was a call made through some other app, right?
That's a possibility, yes, sir.
Possible through maybe like a WhatsApp or maybe a Signal or maybe even Facebook or Instagram, correct?
Yes, sir.
There's a number of apps that can make calls
Yes, sir.
that do not show up on the call detail records.
Correct.
But if you have an iCloud, I guess, search warrant return, can you find out whether there were calls made through any of these other apps?
No, not necessarily. It depends on what you back up on your iCloud. So you can back up photos or contacts, not necessarily messages or apps. So the best way would be if we had the actual physical device in a current state that it was in at that time. And obviously, we never recovered those devices.
And we'll get to that phone part a little bit later.
Yes, sir.
But there is a possibility that you can recover data that would show calls being made out of the CDR realm.
Under the right circumstances, sure, yes.
Okay. All right, so there's a text message from Alicia Andrews' device to Sean Gathright around that 2:31 time period. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the text message says, pick up the phone.
Correct.
That text message is sent twice.
Yes.
Right, an indication that whoever Isaiah Chance was trying to reach out to did not answer the phone.
That's what I'm understanding, yes.
All right. So Alicia Andrews would not have heard any conversation that Isaiah Chance had with anybody while he was on the phone or trying to use the phone there because there was no conversation to be had. Is that correct?
In the furniture business, things move fast. ZipRecruiter helps us hire qualified candidates who can keep up. We needed a...
There's apparent continuous communication, so I don't know specifically what phone call he didn't pick up or that specific message, but there's communication throughout the night continuously. So.
Well, we'll get to the rest of the night, but
Sure.
at least as far as right here in this moment where you have camera footage of Alicia Andrews standing next to Isaiah Chance with her phone in hand, there's no phone call or no records, no evidence that she heard a conversation that he was having.
So there's a 3-minute break between 2:28 and 2:31, so I have no way of telling whether there was a successful conversation had near those cars, and then on the walk back, he's again attempting to call, and that's the failed call. So, there's no way of telling whether there was a successful conversation at 2:28 in between those cars.
So there's like that 3-minute gap, 2:28 to 2:31.
Yes, sir.
But they're not on camera, correct? And you're saying that there's a
No,
possible...
2:28 to 2:31, they're on camera. They're just at different spots.
Sorry, they're not on this camera at 2:28 to 2:31.
So, no, yeah, they briefly come off the screen here to the left, but they started around 2:27, 2:28 in between the cars, right, walked around. They briefly come off, and then they shortly come after and go walk towards the car. So most of the time they're on camera. The actual 231 where the calls are being placed or the messages are being sent, they're in the car.
All right. Let it play. Let me them to walk back. All right, pause it. All right, so that is Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance again walking towards the vehicle.
Yes, sir. Correct.
And on the camera, the device surveillance footage, that's 2:22 a.m., so that is around 2:29 a.m. in real time?
2:29:26 to be precise.
All right. So they were off camera maybe about a minute.
I would say so, yes, sir.
All right. Play it. She's got her hands in her pockets, sort of following him back to the car. Is that correct?
They appear to be walking side by side, hands in pocket. Yes, sir.
All right. When he walks back to the car, do you see him attempting to make any phone calls?
I can't tell what's happening inside the vehicle from this camera angle, sir.
Well, not inside. When they were walking back to the car, did you see him making any phone calls?
Again, I couldn't see the front of his body. I
Rewind
can't
that part.
speculate on that.
So I'll just pay attention to his hands.
Okay.
They're not by his face with a phone. Is that accurate?
Yes, correct. Well, I mean, the elbow went up there on the left, but yeah, I would agree that it doesn't appear that his hand's near his face.
All right. So they get back in the car. At this time, it's 2:29-ish.
Almost 2:30, yes.
All right. And then that's when, around there, like a minute after or so, the text, I guess the call detail record shows that there's a call going out.
The call detail record showed that there's some text calls where they weren't connected, and then that's where the texts come in, yes.
All right, so at 2:31, they're in the car. The phone makes a call to Sean Gathright. That call does not connect.
Correct.
And then there's text messages saying, pick up the phone.
Correct, yes, sir.
All right. And in more colorful language, he says, pick up the effing phone.
Yes,
Twice.
Twice, I believe, yes, sir.
So he's having trouble getting in touch with Sean Gathright.
Again, whoever's using Alicia Andrews' device inside the car at that time is having a hard time getting of Sean Gathright. That's what I'm getting.
All right. Well, do you think that Alicia Andrews is using his phone?
I can't testify to who's using the phone at 2:31 inside that car right now.
And they leave the parking lot at 2:32, correct?
It's shortly after this, yeah. I can't remember the exact time frame. Between 2:32 2:34, yeah, something like that.
All right. So after they leave Teasers, they go somewhere else. When I say they, I mean Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews.
Correct.
All right. Yesterday you testified that they went somewhere over on Hillsborough. Is that
Yes,
correct?
Correct, yes.
All right. They went to another club
Objection to
called
counsel
Players Club
testifying. Pardon me? Objection to counsel testifying.
for cross-examination.
Go ahead, overrule.
They went to another club called Players Club. Is that correct?
No, I don't know if that's correct. I don't know where they went on Hillsborough. I just know that the devices are tracking to the area of Hillsborough.
And they stayed in that area for some time, correct?
So the device actually moves around a lot. They were only stationary in between 2:30 and 3 in one area for any particular time for 6 minutes. So I don't know where they're at. I don't know what they're doing.
All right. You were able to track down that Alicia Andrews went to McDonald's, correct?
Correct.
That she ended up at Teasers,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
That she was at Truth 18, correct?
Correct.
That she was at USF, correct?
The Homestead Suites, yes.
Well, the actual
Oh, the
campus,
USF Boat Camp, yes, correct.
And then,
Yes, sir.
and then Home to Suites,
Yes.
correct? But you weren't able to track down where she was at during that 6-minute period that you're saying she was somewhere on Hillsborough.
We definitely made efforts. Detective Klein and a couple other detectives and myself went around that area. I believe there was no particular spot where the 6 minutes, it's still was easy to designate. So we went to multiple businesses, Walmart. There's a Walmart at Hillsborough and 19th, and then some other ones. We didn't find footage. No.
But Charles Jones was never on Hillsborough, right?
Not that I know.
Never in the vicinity where Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance went after they left Teasers, correct?
No, he's inside Teasers at that time.
All right. So they leave Teasers to go somewhere else where Charles Jones is not at.
Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, correct.
All right. After Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance leave the Hillsborough area, they go to Truth 18?
No, they go back towards Teasers. So from Teasers, they go to Hillsborough area, and then they work their way back to Teasers, as was evidenced by the cell data and that map function that showed directions back to Teaser 258.
But you don't see them on any cameras when you're claiming they went back to Teasers, is that correct?
They went to the area. No, they didn't get within line sight of the cameras at Teasers, correct.
So they're in that area, but they're not actually in the parking lot or anything like that?
No, not by the time they made it past 3. No.
All right. So then at some point, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance to end up at Truth 18?
Yes.
All right. And showing what's in evidence is States Exhibit 75C6. All right. This photograph is outside of Truth 18, is that correct?
Correct.
And this photograph, you can see a bunch of people on the second floor?
Yes.
And an individual right in front of the camera, is that correct?
Yes.
And this device, the photograph, the screenshot of the picture is taken on Alicia Andrews' device.
Correct.
And did you find any camera footage that showed who was taking this photograph?
So I found that individual right there walking through the parking lot, and when he makes it to this point, he's out of view, so we can't see within the line of sight of the cameras this far out to see who was taking that picture.
Okay, so you don't know if that was Isaiah Chance taking the photograph or Alicia Andrews taking the photograph?
No, just that it was her device.
All right. Do you know if this photograph was sent to anyone?
No, I don't know that.
All right. And showing what's in evidence is States Exhibit 44.
This one's going to have a lot of audio. I don't know.
I think he turned it down. Turn it down.
Transform your home with blinds done right. Get the best prices and styles with everything from
Is there a question?
That was Charles Jones going into the Truth 18 Lounge, correct?
Yes, sir.
And sometime after that, you do see Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance walking through the parking lot?
Correct.
We'll come back to it. All right, so after they leave Troop 18, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, they travel to the USF area.
Yes.
And they're seen on camera at this, on a pole camera at USF.
Correct.
The vehicle is.
The Silver Cruise.
All right. Then the vehicle drives into USF and it's off camera,
Yes.
correct? And it's at USF for about maybe 5 minutes or so. Is that correct?
Approximately.
All right. You're not sure exactly what they were doing over there, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance?
I'm sorry, they followed the victim's entourage to that area, and they were, I would assume they're staging across the street.
Okay, when you say staging, you did use that word in direct examination.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That they're parking near the homes to suites to be in the area.
Okay. And then after that,